Good afternoon, everyone. Here we are with another weekly edition of our training to help you get more leads, close more sales, and improve your profitability. So, among all different categories, what we're going to focus on today is the sales side. So, category number two. So, over the last 10, 15 websites that I've looked at, I've gone through a couple different things where I've tried to see, okay, if someone comes to your site and wants you to hire them, or they want to hire you rather, they want to get information, they want to request a bid, they want to get free information, they want to be able to get on your books. One of the things we have most often is a contact us form or request a quote form of some kind. But more often than not, what happens next? Okay, and that's what we want to jump into because we see just so many things that are being missed or not fully utilized to help get that to work. So let's talk about, we're going to break down a couple of easy ways or easy things we can do to be able to help make sure that you're actually closing more of the leads that come to your site. So let's do a quick example and show you what I'm talking about. All right, so if I'm going to go into the old Googles and do a search for, let's just call Jim's Plumbing. I don't know Jim, but hey, Jim, if this is you, great. Let's see what happens for Jim. Jim, if you ever watch this, hit me up. Happy to talk to you a little bit more about how I can help you. But we'll just do this. So yeah, pretty common. So you see where we have this request our services button, and I should hopefully okay. It takes me to a contact us page. So I can put first name, last name, email, phone, address, put all that information in. I can indicate all the stuff. So what happens often, and I've mentioned over the last 10 to 15 websites that I have checked out and tested and worked through, I'll fill this information out and then nothing happens. And which usually is a factor of a couple of things. Either number one, the business owner doesn't know where those leads are going, or if they do, they don't have an automated or streamlined way to then respond to that request. So there's more often than not, I don't hear anything. Sometimes maybe 10% of the time, I actually will get some kind of phone call or email within the next 2 to 3 business days. That's about the average. We want to be able to help you do better than even those 10%. Okay. So and the first thing we want to put in place for your business is something we call an autoresponder. And what is that? So as soon as your contact or your prospect fills out that form on your site, you want some sort of welcome email and or text and or phone call to go out right away. Leads die fast. So in actually a lot of data that shows that leads go cold within 5 minutes from when you submit information. So you need to have a automated process in place to be able to respond to those leads right away. Even if it's not you calling, if it's somebody else to say, hey, thanks for submitting your request, thanks for submitting your quote request, or thanks for reaching out, someone will call you within X number of minutes or hours or whatever that is. You want to have at least some automated touch that goes out right away. If you don't have that now, then okay, you're in good company. But if you do, okay, great. If you already have something that goes out right away that in an automated fashion that you don't have to, or your admin doesn't have to, or whoever you've got managing your site or managing your lead forms doesn't have to reach out themselves, great. If that's going out consistently, great. Now, the next thing is, well, we don't want you just to send anything out. How well is that follow-up email or that automated response generating leads for you or booking calls on your calendar? What does that look like? If you want some help thinking of some of the best practices for what to send next, a lot of times what we'll do is invite people, if you have the capability, or if this is working inside your business, is allow someone to be able to just book their own appointment right on your calendar, right on your schedule. Now, if you need to have some people qualify, then all right, let's send in that confirmation email. Is there more information you want to capture? We will make it as easy as possible for someone to submit information on the front end. So I might, in the example we looked at earlier, I might not ask everything to the nth degree at the very front. Let's just at least get their name, email address, and phone first. And then in the second communication, we can then get more information if we need. We don't want to turn people away or scare them from getting that lead in the first place. Why is that? Because we want to be able to build our list as quickly and as massively as possible to be able to help nurture and follow up with those leads down the road. Okay. So number one tip for the day, make sure you've got an automatic process or responder that goes to anybody that submits any information on your site. And then two, when you do send something out, let's make sure you've got a way to be able to take someone from, okay, I want to get in touch with you, to now, how do I get booked on your calendar? How do I get more information to qualify and actually get the kind of lead or the kind of quality request that you want? Next step might be, you might have a process that could send someone some testimonial example, send some before and after pictures, people that may not respond right away after you reach out to that lead. If they don't close or if they don't answer, which how many times that happened to us, right? We'll reach out to a lead and then even though they submitted a request on our site, we call them and no one answers, or we send an email and nothing answers. So let's make sure we've got an easy and scalable and repeatable and measurable way to send them subsequent messages to help keep that lead warm or to get them back on the phone when we do reach back out. So if you want some help putting together what a best-in-class welcome series would look like, let me know. Drop a comment down below. We'll talk through a brainstorm plan to help you get these leads to convert and help you convert more of these inquiries that are hitting your site. If you don't not get enough site inquiries or leads on your site in the first place, check in some of our lead generation training tips, or again, reach out. We can help you get a plan to get that problem solved if that's something you need some help with. Let me know how it goes, and we'll see you next week.